Hello everyone, this is Australia Motorcycle News. Update from what happened today on Friday in Austria at the Red Bull Ring in MotoGP. First day is done and dusted, but before we go into what happened today, let me explain you a little bit about the track, because it's a bit of a special track. Actually, it's a bit of a shitty track. None of the riders will tell you ever in their life, oh, Red Bull Ring, that's my favorite track. I really want to go there. No, where you really want to go to is Suzuka. You want to go to probably Silverstone. You sure want to go to Phillip Island, but nobody wants to Red Bull Ring. But at the same time, it can easily make entertaining races. Now, a little summary of the track, it's stop and go. You see it already on the layout, stop, go. Shitty chicane, stop, go. Stop, go. Very fast corners, stop, go. Basically, it's a couple of drag strips together. So the track is not asking a lot from motorbikes. You need to have a super good acceleration from the mechanical side, the electronic side, and from just a fucking powerful engine. You need to have it here. Getting through the corners is not a problem. You just stop it, turn it, get out of it. There's only 2 left-hand corners here. In total, the track has only 3 left-hand corners, and for me, technically only 2, because out of the first chicane, this left-hander is more the end of a flick-flock, so that's not really a corner. The problem with this left-hand corner, these 2 left-hand corners, is by the time riders arrive there, the left side of the front tire is stone cold. Even like today, when there was more than 50-degree track temperature, when they arrive in 6, they're all on their toes a little bit, and even Fabio Quartararo lost it without any warning because it's cold. So it's not the most interesting track. It's not a long track. Lap times will be very close, more close over the weekend all the time. But still, you have to race there, and it's definitely a Ducati track. Ducati has always won here, as far as I can remember. Marc Marquez has never won here. So, well, now Marc Marquez is on a Ducati, so everything will change. But it says something about even where Marc was in his best days on the Honda, he still could not beat Dovizioso, Lorenzo, whoever on a Ducati, because it's a Ducati track. Ducatis accelerate and stop in a straight line very well, and there's only 2 corners you have to handle yourself here. And by now, the Ducatis are also very good in the fast corners. So, yeah, that's it about the track. Let's go quickly through the results. Obviously, we have Marc Marquez leading it. The difference, the special thing from Friday on this track is that Marc is leading it with more than 0.2 seconds. That's already quite a lot, because believe me, number 10, all the guys that are in Q2, they are within, say, 0.6 of a second, and tomorrow this will be worse. Tomorrow this will probably be 0.3, maximum 0.35 for the whole top 10. Everybody will be really close here. On a track where everybody is normally close, to have already 0.2 between you and everybody else is already... But that's Marc Marquez on the Ducati this year. Very happy to see Pedro Acosta on the KTM in P2. We have 5 Ducatis in the top 10. We have 2 KTMs, 2 Hondas and non-Yamahas. All Yamahas are on the bottom field. The only Yamaha that's sort of okay, you would think, is Fabio Quartararo in P14. I think he could have been just in the top 10, but he had a huge crash into this cold left-hander. And that was it for him for today. So Yamahas are struggling because just like the Honda, they don't have power, but the Honda at least has a bike that is capable of braking really late into slow corners. All the Yamaha has is fast corners, corner speed. Well, we don't have that here, so the Yamaha struggle big time. There were also mechanical issues on the Yamaha. Reliability is a bit of a thing here. Jack was seen riding with a smoking bike around the track and then has to do the rest of the session on his second bike. The Yamaha is just trying to survive this weekend and doing some damage control. Speaking of damage control, Jorge Martin, I expected on this second real return race a little bit more from him. This morning was still okay, but then this afternoon session, where it's a long session, where all you need to learn is find your tires, work on your base setup, and the last 15 minutes put in soft tires, at least 3, to make sure you're into Q2. The story of his life, he is not very patient. That cost him already dear in his life so far, and it cost him again today, because in the out lap, I mean not even one finish lap, in the out lap from this afternoon session, he already lost the front. There is no excuse for that if there was air in the tire and it was hot. So that also means he has to do the rest of the session with other tires on his other bike, and then nothing came. So come on, Jorge, you can do so much better. But he's sort of sabotaging himself here. Who is not sabotaging himself, but who still is on a big disadvantage, is Maverick Vinales. Coming back after a huge crash that he had in Sachsenring, damaged his shoulder. He damaged his shoulder quite a lot, and it hurt him today. He was on the bottom of the list. And I took this picture because it shows very well how much these riders have to wrestle with these rockets to make them change direction and make them turn. He's using the foot pegs and the handlebars and the whole body to get the bike quickly where it's on. But if you have a shoulder that is not strong and it hurts, you can't do nothing in the Red Bull ring. So that's it for him. Let's go through shortly back to the results to see who's good and who needs to improve a little bit more. Zarco is there with the Honda. Joan Mir is there with the Honda, showing the Hondas automatically shoot this track, which, like I said, is the same for the Yamahas. Tomorrow we will have a lot closer everybody into the top 10. The guys that are not in the top 10, they are, like you see the names here, 2 of them can go to Q2 as well tomorrow, so they have to go in Q1 and the first 2 of them go to Q2. My expectation, you would say Enea Bastianini. The speed was there today, but he did lots of mistakes. He did more, I think he was 5 times in the gravel in one session, so you can't, that's not, maybe Ayagura, because we learned from Raul Fernandez that these Aprilias can be there. As a rookie, he liked this track in the Moto2 as well. Luca Marini on the other Honda can be there. Fabio Quartararo, if he doesn't hurt himself too much today, because he was struggling after the crash. He's Fabio, even if it's on a Yamaha, he can still be in the top 10. So let's wait what tomorrow will bring. We have also the Moto3, where we have 2 Australian riders and we have Moto2. We have Joe Kells who in 12th, so, but also coming back from an injury. Jacob Roelstel in P16. I was a bit disappointed there because his last race before the summer break, where he was in Brno, not so good. But then in the test, the day after the race, he was fastest. So I was thinking, okay, maybe the penny dropped. But so far with Jacob, he finds it, he's probably the type of guy that's fast when he's alone, but in the stress of the race weekend, couldn't really put it together at the moment. So we have another complete day to build up from there. In the Moto2, we have Senna on P12. You will say, okay, because he won already GP, but he's only on 0.4 from the lead. And Moto2 is already very, very tight. And I expect MotoGP tomorrow to be really close in the lap times as well. And that's what I wanted to share with you. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back tomorrow.